Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Michael Zuber, one rental at a time, back with his guest, Matt, the mortgage guy. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great, Mike. Thanks.
Hey, one question I wanted to ask you that I thought we should debate is cash out refi or HELOC. And again, we will talk, actually, whatever. Cash out refi or HELOC could be an investment, could be a primary. I don't know that it really matters. But when you hear people say, which one should I do? What do you kind of say?
Yeah, I mean, I've gotten that question more often, like in these past couple months, especially, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I feel like I've kind of dialed in my answer to be more succinct. And when I think HELOC, I think short-term money, and I think, plan to pay it off.
Mm-hmm.
Anything about adjustable rate loans scares me.
No.
I was in one in 2006. I saw the whole world crash around people that had adjustable rate mortgages. So vast majority of home equity line of credit loans are adjustable. Mm-hmm. So if you have a months and you say, hey, I want to draw 50, use it. This is how I'm going to pay it off. Okay, great. But more often than not, the clients I'm talking to, if you can do a cash out refinance, increase your payment by $270 a month, 30-year fixed, it's going to be the payment forever. That's usually the safer bet for most folks.
This is kind of what I'm kind of using my crystal ball plus my painful experience from the past. So first off, full disclosure, I had a HELOC on my house. I used it several times during the last cycle. So again, with that out there, I got to tell you, I like a cash out refi a lot better for a couple of reasons, many of them that you've just highlighted. One is it's not variable. I think I'm calling him Uncle Jerome Powell at this point. Uncle Jerome Powell has given real estate investors a gift. Hence, he's my uncle. And this 30-year debt should not be this cheap, but it is. And I'm not going to fight it. So I'm going to go get that 30-year cheap debt. The other thing I realize is I think the next 2 years are going to be harder than the last 2 years, which may even mean a nasty recession. And again, I've invested through recessions before. Deals come up, equity lines go away. I have seen it happen twice now where 6-figure equity lines on either a primary or a portfolio of my rentals that still cash flow gets taken away because the bank gets nervous. A lot of you that have equity lines are telling yourself, I'll use it when a great deal comes up. I'll use it when a great deal comes up. Unfortunately, when the great deal comes up, most of the time, it's when the economy's going bad and then the banks go, oops, closing that. I've seen it burn people. I knew one person that went into contract last time and then went to go get the money and the line was closed and like, hey, we sent you a letter. Oh, we sent it Thursday. You haven't got it yet.
Oh, wow.
It's bad.
Yeah,
it can happen.
That's no fun. Yeah. And I think some people too, with the home equity line, something that I saw a couple different times. And I thought to myself, like, I hope this doesn't become a problem. Aspiring investors are doing a home equity line of credit on their primary, using that as a down payment on an investment property.
Oh, debt on debt. Oh, yeah.
And I think like I had this epiphany, Mike, where I realized they're not taking into account that this home equity line of credit is debt on the rental, because they tell me like, oh yeah, then I'm going to put 20% down, 25% down, and the payment's $1,700. And
where's the other 25% payment?
Yeah, it's going to rent for $2,000. I'm like, include your HELOC payment. This thing's a net loser.
It's an alligator, baby. Don't do that.
Right. And so look out for hidden alligators. There's some hidden alligators out there, because
I want to say that again. Yeah. Oh God, I've seen this so many times. I'm going to use the $50K for my HELOC, which I don't know, $280 a month. I'm going to go get this cash flow. They're like, the unit's fine. What about the $280 over here, people?
Right.
Yeah. Oh, crazy. So yeah, again, there are times where a cash out refi or a HELOC will make sense. I think, when I look forward, I think it's going to become harder. There may be a business cycle, which means a recession. I've seen banks close lines before. So, I guess I wouldn't turn down a HELOC, but if you're going to ask me what I'm doing, the few that I've done very recently, you can go back to this channel. I've done cash out refis. I don't even think I have a HELOC today.
Yeah, I know. I actually thought about getting one last year, the year before, and I got a ton of equity in my primary. And yeah, I just shied away from it.
Yeah, because when the deals show up, a cash out refi is cash you have. A HELOC is something you might have because the bank could get nervous. So
Right.
at the end of the day, if you want to have these conversations and have a broker that's going to care about you, you should reach out to Matt the Mortgage Guy. And how do you want them to do that?
First, go to Matt the Mortgage Guy on YouTube and subscribe. And you're going to find videos like cash out refinance versus HELOC, pros and cons of a cash out refinance, all the good evergreen content that's sitting on there. If you want to have a conversation with me and my team, greatmortgagebroker.com, fill out the quick form. Someone will be in contact. We're more than happy to help. Greatmortgagebroker.com.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
Thanks, Mike.